What is going on, guys? Troy Addison here, your shredded brother from another mother, and I just arrived in London, England, and I'm ready to stir up some controversy. I gotta get your guys' opinion on this, and I'm very fascinated to see the different responses this video gets. So I came across, right before my flight from Paris to London, I come across this article, and it is the strongest and most shredded kids in the world. Now these little kids are like professional bodybuilders, and they're like 5 years old. And I thought it'd be really interesting to kind of talk about this because I thought of something. I've always been kind of like jealous and envious of people who got off to a super fast start. Like I'm talking like childhood stars and different like athletes who started training from a really young age. So I'm curious to see what you guys think of these kids who are 5, 6 years old, and they basically have rigid bodybuilding like schedules. Many of their parents, I read, are actually forcing them to work out like 2 hours a day. And you know what? I was thinking, I was like, man, I really wish that my parents did that. From the time I was 5 years old, I can't even imagine how successful I would be. And I want you guys to think of this in two different ways, because the biggest problem that I see from literally all of my friends, basically anyone that I know from the ages of 21 to 30, is they lack discipline. They really have no goals. They've really never accomplished much in their life, and they're very frustrated and depressed about it. So it's not even about, you know, having a lot of money and being like way up here with some career. It's about having a focus and a drive that kind of carries you through each day, gets you excited, gets you out of bed. And I think the younger that you are and the younger that you can discipline yourself to achieve this, and obviously a lot of bad problems come too from being overly disciplined at a young age. We all know what happened to Tiger Woods later in his life. Definitely had some issues that probably stirred up from being so driven and focused. But do you think, say for instance you had a kid, or even going back in reversing the clock, if you were 5 years old, do you wish that you started working on your career, your goals? Say you wanted to be a professional basketball player like me. I started training at a relatively young age for basketball, but I wish that I had someone to push me even further from a super young age, practice 3 to 4 hours a day, and develop that discipline. And I think there's a ton of positive benefits that come from just having a ton of discipline at a very young age. So let me know what you guys think of these young bodybuilders. I'm gonna cut off and on throughout the video. Of some training of these kids. They're like 4 or 5 years old, and they're absolutely shredded. So I'll be very interested to see what happens to their life for the next like 15, 20 years. Will they become successful, pro bodybuilders, big fitness personalities? We'll be taking a close look to see what they do. But I just wanted to ask you guys what you thought. If you have a kid, would you try to discipline and make them become like a bodybuilder, a musician, an actor, an athlete from a very young age? Or do you just let them live normally? But if you do that, it's like 99% of people that I see they lack discipline, they lack focus, they lack everything. And it's just like they're kind of like going about each day like they're completely lost, which also causes a ton of problems. So eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use.
'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through.
So either way causes problems. I want to hear your guys' opinion in the comments below.